Hiya guys, Spectre here. I'm about to start a single player Mortal Empires campaign. As you can see, I've got it all in very hard difficulty. I'm not quite into Legendary as much yet. I might try it at a later point, but not right now. But very hard I'm quite comfortable with at least some factions anyway. Some factions are more difficult to play because you've got to build like certain units to make them viable. But I tried playing one with Lokhir fell out once with a friend of mine called Jamie, but he was playing the Vampirates and they were getting shit on left, right and centre by the High Elves who got fucking order-tided. So I'm going to start doing some Warhammer 2 campaigns as single player content basically for YouTube, and seeing what you guys think of it. Because I do enjoy me Total Warhammer 2, and obviously I've already pre-ordered Total Warhammer 3, so I'm ready when that comes out as well. And I think I'll put them up as separate series, so to like one complete playthrough with one guy, then jump on to the next. And because the campaigns can be quite lengthy sometimes, it can probably be quite a fair few videos. Especially if I'm doing them like 30-40 minute intervals, depending. I've got my siege battles set to 60 minutes, or my battles in general, shall I say, set to 60 minutes in as a maximum. Because I don't want battles to really run massively longer than that, and if there's a battle that goes that length, then that'll probably be the majority of the video. But battles don't usually go that long. Some sieges can be a bit annoying if there's like a full garrison in a city and then a full army stacked up inside it. But the open field battles don't last that long, unless it's like 3 or 4 armies on one. When I played this last time as well, I had to give some ground initially at the start, like massively, because I've got Teclis allied with Mundi and Gorok. And I basically had to concede all my ground territories and basically take off into the ocean, the Black Ark. But because the Black Ark makes things so cheap, I was able to basically have the same army I'm going to build this time, which is basically some Blackguard for the front line. I have a couple of bolt throwers, Lord and a hero, and then a lot of shades. Shades are like the SAS equivalent of the Dark Elves. They are amazing. And you can kill pretty much anything with shades. Pretty much anything. I've even deployed in front of cavalry lines. Had a couple of units hold them up while the rest just shoot them and kill them. And because they've got on-piercing missiles, they're just extremely devastating units. Also very good against taking out Empire as well, considering Empire will always outrange you with a lot of their artillery. So what you do is you deploy your shades right up to the available vanguard line and just salvo out their hellstorms and any artillery that outrange you and try and kill them as quick as you can. And then as their melee units come forward, you kind of use 2 or 3 units of your shades as a buffer, but the rest pull back to fire, while your Blackguard come plodding through from the start area.
Fearless and daring Lord Felhard, your presence here in the lands of Lustria will reap you great rewards, ready to ship back to Karanka. To the north, beyond the ruins of your hated kin, Teclis resides within the Star Tower. Teach him a lesson for straying too far from home. In the lands beyond, cohorts of lizard men worship the sun within their vast temple cities. They hold many treasures in their vaults. They shall be yours soon enough, my lord. To the south, the city of Itza is a mere relic of its former glory. Yet a great source of power rests here. One powerful enough to raise an entire city from this world. The lizard men are not alone here. Lord Skrolk of Clan Pestilence scurries his forces through the various tunnels and caves, corrupting everything he touches. You have already taken Chupayotl, the city of lost gold, Lokhir. Now the rest of Lustria awaits with dismay, as your corsairs are unleashed from the Tower of Blessed Dread.
We don't need that. Righty.
Lokhir Fellheart.
Let's begin.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
So first things I want as soon as I can get my shades. My shadies. The question is, do I build him there or do I build it here? Break that down there. Give me that. The fact actually.
Lord of the Black Court.
Move. Get out of Dread Expanse. God damn it, move.
Vicious Dreadlord.
Destroy that. Give me that.
By the cruel seas. Obey.
Right.
It is time.
There's going to be a lot of escaping in there.
Speak.
And this army is not good.
Set course.
I've not listened to the Warhammer 2 music in a while.
Fleet of foot.
Because I usually stream on Twitch and use my own playlist. But this actual music's pretty fucking good, to be fair. Whew. Right.
Bring fire and terror. Set course, mongrels.
It's discovered? Where?
Ready for ambush.
Sit there a second.
Black-hearted.
Right. How much do I need for this? I need level 2, so I need 4. 4 pop gets me access to shades. It'll just be easier getting them from there.
Death Knight is upon us.
Isn't this where... what is this fucking building? Where do I get Dread Spears from? Or do they just come... Are they standard? I've
Fellheart
played this in
ready.
so long. Yeah, they're just standard. Right, okay, fair enough. Dread Spears are shit that they really are.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Need to get Blackguard as soon as I can. But this is not bad because it does have bolt throws. Which are also really, really important. Public order. In fact, yeah, take slaves off for the time being.
Tyrant.
Attend me.
Give me 3 of those for the time being. Black Orc.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
You need to be level 4 to get Black God. Still, it'd probably make it faster on that than they're going to on this. Okay.
I command.
One thing I've learnt with this start, with my Lokhir fellow
Black-hearted
start,
Dreadlord.
is to be very, very cautious early on. So if you get too aggressive and push out, you get war declared upon you by a number of actions all in one go, and then all of a sudden you're in retreat mode. You're getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Lord of the Black Court.
That's going to be a hot minute. Doesn't this come with the gold mine? Yeah, it does. In which case we don't need that anyway. Get rid of that. You don't have a whole lot of income, and that having both a port and a gold mine, you want that plus a wall. So I'm just going to use my Black Orc for recruitment.
Corsairs to me. Hide with the tides.
What I normally do is I normally have like a couple of saves, but what I'm going to do is I'll have the auto save, I'll have that static save that I've just done there, but what I'll do is I'll save on that at the end of every part, every recording bit, and I'll just play that way. And then if I do get punished by the AI, it's my own fault, my own fuck up. And then it's up to me to try and rectify the mistake. And that's where I keep saying to some of my friends who play this game, you've got to think this like chess. You've got, funnily enough, you've got all your shroud here that you can't see shit. A little bit like League of Legends. League of Legends, you can't see shit, so you've got to put down a ward. In this case, your wards are your heroes. You want to send your heroes out to provide you with visibility. Now, obviously, armies can still get around them because they can use ambush stands. Your heroes don't automatically put them out of ambush stands. They can still be in there and catch you off guard. They can also usually move in one army to attack you, and then 2 others that are further back in march stance, and bring it like 3-on-1. So you need to make sure you've got plenty of vision before you go moving into hostile areas.
Tyrant of Nagara.
Next turn that's got 4. We can build the shields. I can get rid of a lot of these.
What now?
What I used to do on, I used to stream this on Twitch, but it's not very big on Twitch. I think it's a lot bigger on YouTube than it is on Twitch. I used to have an option where people could use like their channel points, as they're called on Twitch, to name a town, a city, a hero or lord, or a unit. Obviously, lords are rarer because you only have 1 per army, especially in this difficulty. And I won't be renaming either of these two.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
But if you guys do want to name
Sacrifices to Mathlag.
any units, towns, cities, lords or heroes, just put it in the comment section below. As I used to say on Twitch as well, if it's a stupid name or something inappropriate, I won't use it. It'll be ignored. But something that sounds at least, you know, okay, or that's at least in theme with an elven faction in question, I'll happily use it. Just put down like city equals name, town equals name, so forth. And then if they put down unit, put down what type of unit, like bolt thrower, shade unit, blackguard, you know, whatever the unit may be. And then I'll happily stick it in here. So there's a bit of you guys then in the game itself.
Malevolent Lord.
Never. No.
I wonder where he's going to go. I wonder if he's going to go for my Black Ark. Whenever I've got a Black Ark that must no troops in, they always go for it. Always. Oh! Hello. I need a hero.
I waited long enough.
Can we?
Admiral of Kar's fleet.
I want to wait. I've got to wait though. I've
Feared
got to wait.
by
I need my...
Adequate.
Yeah. Always want the movement first.
The people are displeased.
Black-hearted.
Yeah, we can recruit shades. Look at the fucking upkeep for him on the Black Ark is disgusting. It's a shame they cost so much when you're on a land army. Right.
Aboard the Tower of Blessed Dread. Bring fire and terror.
You can recruit, can't you? You can. They're almost 1,000 each, and they're 237 upkeep apiece. I do recommend later on as well, because some people have always wondered about the shades and the 3 different types. Obviously, the obvious part is that one of them dual wields.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
One's got a 2-hander, and this one just got like a 1-handed weapon basically. Now they've got on-piercing missiles, Vanguard and Stalk. They've got on-piercing missiles, Vanguard and Stalk as well, but also anti-infantry. These ones have got on-piercing, anti-infantry, Vanguard and Stalk, but they've got armor-piercing in melee as oh god, they've got armor-piercing in melee, as you can see on the left side there, as well as with missiles. Where if you look at like your shades have only got it for the missiles. They haven't got it for the weapons themselves. So your shades with great swords are the best ones to go for when you can afford them. Early on, just take what you can get, but the shades with great swords later on basically become one of those very few all-purpose units. They can shoot, they can fight in combat, they can basically do it all. And they're not slouchers either. That's pretty much what I put in the bulk of my armies, because they're just so flexible. You can do so much cool stuff with shades. The fact they've got Vanguard, Stalk, you can deploy them in some weird and wonderful scenarios, and because of it you can just outplay almost anything. The only armies that have given me a bit of bother in the past is a lot of flyers or a lot of cavalry.
Admiral of Kar's fleet. Kraken Lord.
Lord of Fear. Yes. Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Hated landwalkers.
So he's going over there to attack. He's a tricky devil, that one.
What?
I can get that next turn. I can go up into that as well. I do need access to bolt throwers at some point. But Blackguard have been more immediate. Front line can be quite important, especially if you get against a lot of monstrous units or cavalry. They're the only unit really in the Dark Elf roster that's good at taking a charge and actually holding the line. I actually had a Blackguard unit in very hard difficulty. Admittedly, the general was nearby them as well, but they held to the last Blackguard, one last guy. He survived the battle, but obviously when you get below so many units, the unit is dead anyway. So the unit died, but that one guy didn't break, he just held his fucking own. Only time I've seen that kind of durability beforehand is usually when it comes down to dwarves. They're usually the main pain in the arse. The old dwarves. I could try and attack with this. I don't know how much is in that Skaven army though. That's what concerns me. I need flash. 25%.
Move and obey.
Think about what? Just said I can move there. Take extra movement off me. Alright. Well, the plan was to move there and jump in, because then if the Skaven don't see me, they're inclined to go back. I'm not at war with him yet, but I will be shortly, because his Skaven corruption just fucks up everything. Literally everything. Guerrera's there, he's going back. Can I beat him there? Then again, he's got an half stack, so he's got about 10 units. if he's got about 10 units, he's going to hit me after.
Sacrifices to Mathlan.
Let's see what we've got in here. Jesus Christ, he's got an entire second army. Watch results says I don't lose anything, but I know he's got that second army. And I'm likely to take less losses if we fight this. And he's not really got anything too dangerous. I've just got to get rid of the night runners and the slingers. They'll cause more damage than anything else. What we're looking at battlefield wise. It's not too bad. Let's give it a go. That's water. Alright, okay. In which case then. So he's going to be all over my ass. Let's deploy. He's got a menace from below, isn't he? Of course he fucking is. Skaven, I swear they've got a fucking counter to everything.
Red blade dogs!
Only reason I'm keeping the Manticore. Manticore would be an okay unit if it didn't have Rampage. Because it's got Rampage, as soon as it takes some damage it can just go away from your control. But I'm taking it purely because it's got Siege Decker. So I use that at the moment in place of like a bolt thrower. So I can get straight into a siege and I haven't got to wait for siege equipment.
Dealers in death.
Dread spears. Advance, Druki!
Moving out. To destruction.
Go!
Dark elves.
Carnage awaits!
Your shades as well aren't amazing range early on. They become much better later on. Is when they really start to shine.
Shades. Onwards to murder!
Onwards to murder. Druki forward.
I forgot I've got Black Hawk spells as well. Nice from below. Number one. Ooh. Guys, don't fire. Save your ammo, don't waste it on them. I'm not sure how many I have in defense for count. I think he might have 3.
As you say.
2. Oh, it's got Warp Lightning, it's got Warp Master. Ugh. Warp Lightning does so much damage.
Shades! Druki, forward! Carnage awaits!
Murder awaits. Going.
Hack them!
Where's he up? Cheeky fucker. You don't want to be there, Manticore. Manticore's not listening. Manticore? There we go, it's back. Okay. I'll say he's not rampaging, so I wonder why we just fucking stood there. Think about it. Fucking shades. Come back here. Tickets.
Shades! Druki! With pleasure! Cold-blooded killers!
Slay them! Shades! Die, weaklings!
What the hell? Oh! That's what you bought. I'm either dead, shades killed him.
Advancing! Slash! Kill! For the king!
Dragonlord!
Pull back!
Gone!
Shades! Advancing!
Only a fool would stay!
Eager for battle!
The merciless host!
Murder awaits!
Dark elves!
Eager for battle! On to slaughter, as you say!
Pull back!
Enemy mages! The weaklings is lacking!
Lokhir fell hard!
Take their aim! Dealers of death!
One of the units of shades that are combat. Don't even both in combat.
Shades! On to slaughter! Eager for battle! Shades! Make them
It's round.
bleed!
They're charging us!
Feel my wrath! Destruction comes!
Shades! Onward! Advance, Druki! Bleed them!
Bing bada boom. Bit more damage than I thought it'd take, to be fair with you. I mean, as I said, Dread Spears are just complete dog shit. They really are. I mean, even Blackguard take a fair amount of punishment. Because they've not got shields, they've just got the halberds. But at least they can take a charge from pretty much any unit. Ranging from your infantry all the way up to your biggest units in the game. And they don't need to kill anything. They don't really need to have high kill potential. They're just there to hold the line. Your shades will kill everything. And your characters, all they've got to do is hold. But the Dread Spears aren't very good at holding. Now bear in mind, they took that kind of casualties against basic fucking Skaven units. Now this is very hard, and the AI does get a massive advantage in melee combat, which is why there's like a distinct range meta. But if they're doing that bad against... I'm just going to occupy this number.
Dedicate this place to
So my pull cord is already on its arse.
Ogres, my lord. These brutish nomads are as strong as they are stupid.
Strong as they are stupid, indeed. See those in Warhammer 3, the Ogre Kingdoms. I could have that in there. What else is in this building frame? You always want walls. Always, always, always. I could just go with some public orders for the time being. But I could use that to get a bolt for us.
Kraken cords!
And they're going to take 4 turns to replenish.
Admiral of Kar's fleet.
Just do that because it's easy to recruit 2 more in 1 turn. Because he's got to land. He's not going to land and attack the same turn. So, with them only taking a turn to recruit, it's the smarter option to do. I don't normally merge units like that, but it's the smarter option presently.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
We can do that.
Sacrifices to
I've already
Mathlan.
built that, so yeah, fuck it. We've got the gold mine coming in. The gold mines,
Aboard the tower
it's
of
kind of
blessed
clutch.
dread.
It's what you really, really need here. Because it's never a good start. Any legendary lord who starts with a town and not a city, it's never a good start. Because you can't normally access your best units. The one saving grace is the Black Ark. Because the Black Ark is like a floating city. That's what they actually are in the lore. The gigantic floating cities. It's not like... I mean, you think the biggest vessel in the world we've got today is probably like an aircraft carrier. Well, that's probably an aircraft carrier that's 10 times the size of an aircraft carrier. They can't really be sunk, because it's more like a floating island.
Why should I not take yours?
Non-aggression pact against Skrulk. Let me see. No. You can sometimes use Skrulk as an ally. The only primary problem is Skaven corruption. It will build and it will build and it will build. And bear in mind, you already get a -2 public order from slaves, which you will need at least some of for your money flow potential later on. So, and it's very, very hard to maintain public order in very hard difficulty and above. It is not easy. I think the most awkward one to play for me, although they've got some of the strongest units in the game, is dwarves. Dwarves are the most annoying faction to play, hands down. Because all it takes is like an enemy hero to come along and sabotage something, creates a grudge. And then, or an army to come along. I had this multiple times. So I had a Norscan army come out the north, raid my territory, create a grudge, and fuck back up north. I couldn't chase him. I had greenskins all over my arse. I was playing Ungrim at the time. And this Norscan army fucks back up north. Never got a chance to get him. And the grudge just builds. And then you've got a minus public orders in the early part of the game when it's the most hard to try and maintain public order. And it can make a problem like, look at this, this is -7 already. That's gonna rebel. Fuck. I mean, it could rebel and I can kill rebellion army.
Obey!
Why have they gone up in price?
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
That's peculiar.
It is time!
They went from 950 to 1045. Why have they suddenly gotten dearer to recruit? Very strange.
Dread Lord of Nagara.
So this turn, see where it takes us. I once allied Lokhir Harkin, but again, he's another problem. I mean, Lokhir Harkin being further away. You've got to be kidding me. Plus 15 construction, 15% construction cost for all buildings, all regions. Fucking Christ. I'm just going to rebel next turn.
By the cruel seas.
Yep, imminent rebellion. Right. What I'll do is, I'm going to call this part 1 here. I'll be back with part 2 next time. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you're new here, please drop me a sub. Drop me a like if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment below, especially if you want, you know, a unit or something naming after you, like I said earlier on the video. And hopefully I will catch you guys in the next video. So stay safe, have fun. I'll speak to you all very soon.